Good morning. Another early start. Today, I'm taking this car, which is the Volvo E30s 2.5 litre petrol, down to Poole in Dorset, because I don't need it anymore. So I've now got my diesel one. But the question is, can I drive this car all the way to Poole in Dorset and then jump on the train home, but whilst I'm on the train home, find a car to buy so I don't need to complete my journey on a train? That's my challenge today. So, not going to film much this morning because it's dark for the next few hours. I'll check in with you shortly. I don't have my usual phone mount with me. It's broken because it was made of Chinesium, so I need to order another one. I'm 113 miles in. This car's just lovely. It's so smooth, soft suspension, soft velour upholstery. It's just a pleasant car to be in. So the only drawback with this one is the fuel economy. I can only get about 32 out of it. Probably do better on a run. But again, that's the thing, isn't it? That's the compromise that you make with an old car. There's nothing on this car that's going to break in a way that is going to put the car out of action completely. Worst thing you're going to have is going to be, what, a head gasket? You might need to do a cam belt, and that's it. Whereas the stuff that I've been reading about modern cars, and there'll be another video about this, because I'm still waiting for BMW Worcester to tell me how much the hybrid battery replacement is on the 330e. You know, the hybrid, the one that everybody has as company cars? And I'm trying to prove my theory that all of those cars are actually worthless when the warranty runs out. It's a beautiful morning, which is nice because we haven't had one of these for ages. Skies are clear and there's deer in the fields, and when you drive at sunrise, it's just such a treat. Wow, I just had a BMW 7 Series come up behind me. Absolutely hideous. What on earth has gone wrong with the design department at BMW? That new 7 Series is, as James May would say, gopping. Absolutely gopping. And then I had quite a long chat with the map master. He's just landed back in the UK and phoned me. We're going to talk about doing some form of challenge or something, fun road trip together. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. What shall we do? I reckon I might use my silver diesel Volvo, because I've not yet done a challenge in a diesel Volvo. And that car is highly inappropriate for, well, anything really. I'm probably going to put that car in a track day soon as well, because it'd be interesting to see if A, I can beat my time when I drove one of these, a 2.5 litre petrol around Donington, and B, what would my actual fuel economy be driving around Donington Park all day? So that'll be a fun calculation to do. So all of that is coming up next. I am now 25 minutes out from my destination, and looking forward to jumping on a train and seeing if I can find a car on the way home. I think I've found one. I think I found one last night. I'm waiting for the guy to get back to me. There is there's a choice of two that I found. One's a Volvo in Poole, so I need to phone the guy when I get there, and the other one is a Saab that requires a slight detour but would still mean I get back to my house at pretty much the same time that I promised the wife I would be back. So we're on for either a Volvo or a Saab. Well, I've arrived. I'm not going to tell you where I am because I don't want to give away the location, but you've got to look at the cars that are parked here. I won't give the exact location, but here's David. David's going to talk us through these cars in the background, or whatever you know about them.
I know a little bit about them, not very much.
So, that looks to me to be a genuine max power Dimma Clio.
Apparently it is so. Yeah, apparently this was a cover car back in the day.
Wow.
In the 90s, obviously. So, yeah.
And you can tell just by looking at it, there's some serious work that has gone into that. All the wide arches, the wide track, everything. That is wild.
That would have been the car back in the day. I think I may even have had the magazine that was on the cover of, because I was, max power.
Yeah.
All that nonsense back then.
It's a shame that these cars have disappeared. Nobody modifies cars like that anymore. They just buy a M135 on finance.
Yeah,
the world has changed, hasn't it?
There was so much more atmosphere to it.
Yeah, there was. Yeah,
character.
Much more creativity.
Yeah. It was a good time.
It was.
And
yeah.
You could insure them as well.
Yes, that's right.
If you were 1920, you could still get insurance on
and
a car like that.
Fuel was cheaper than it is now.
Yeah.
That is an MR2 that is also wide bodied.
It looks like it's been done up like remember the rally cross?
Yeah.
I used to love the rally cross. It looks like it's kind of been done up like that. I don't know if they ever did one like this, that this would be sort of an original. I think it might be
Yeah.
kind of tarted up to look like it, but
It's very cool.
it's a very cool car. I'd have that.
Yeah. I like the look of that.
What I would definitely have,
Yeah.
if it was running and was available, although someone put the window on the looks of it, is this.
So that is an E30 Touring with an M3
2 doors.
kit on it and 2 doors. So it's been made. How would you even make that? Either you've got to cut up a Touring, but it doesn't look like that's been done.
No, I don't know how they've done it. It's got a V8 under there mounted to a 6-speed box.
Really?
Yeah. So if you could get that up and running, that'd just be so cool.
It's very cool. Hot Wheels have just done one of these, actually. They've just done an E30 M3 Touring like that.
Oh, wow.
So that's really strange to see.
Because I'm not a BMW man necessarily, but that.
Just very different, isn't it?
Very different, very cool. There's a very nice AMG over the back.
So that's an AMG. Let's have a look. It's a W124 coupe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Zoom out a bit.
Apart from being an auto, which it would be.
Is it genuine AMG?
Yeah.
Well, this is like old-fashioned AMG stuff, when AMG really meant something and wasn't just a badge, and they were horrendously expensive.
I'll get these bonnets up for you, but they're not my cars.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's very, very cool. So what's the story with them? Will they be at some point?
They will be sold, I think.
Oh, really?
There's a guy that works on them, and they all belong to him, and his mate lives in the house here.
Yeah.
And the people that own the site, they do storage.
Oh, okay, cool.
Storage, so he's storing them all here.
So they're just stored.
Yes,
right.
It's a shame, like I say, it's had its window put in since it's been here. It's a shame.
Yeah, and that's a Escort with some Mexico stripes.
Yeah, I don't know what's under the bonnet of that. I don't know what.
Well, it's
it looks like it's left-hand drive.
Four-door left-hand drive, maybe a South African car.
Yeah, it could be. A Top Gear Special, maybe.
Yeah. So that's cool. And then
That is cool.
Honda Civic, which is dead funky.
Yeah.
And then an Escort that's mostly a shell.
Yeah, this has got a Focus ST engine.
No.
Mated to a 6-speed box.
Focus ST engine.
Yeah. So again, if someone put that together and got it on the road,
it'd be very cool.
Really good, reliable.
Yeah.
Really cool car.
And then there's what looks like an E30 pickup.
Yeah. Which is a bit of a Lego car by the looks of it.
They've all got a lot of potential. I'm loving the. I thought that was plywood then. Yes, there's a lot of work
When I
on.
was a kid, my dad had I can't remember if it was a Granada or a Cortina estate.
Yeah.
It used to be really noisy from the inside.
Yeah.
And I'd be laying down in the back, because you could in those days, and I'd be like, it sounds and feels like I'm right on the road. And then we found out finally that the back quarter was made of papier-mâché. The entire back quarter had fallen apart and been papier-mâché.
Excellent.
So, yeah, good old classic cars.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Right, we better make a move to the train station because I'm on a mission today.
You don't want to be late, do you?
I inquired about that V70 D5, but the guy was just very much standoffish. So
Grumpy. I don't get that.
very grumpy.
Just don't get that. Either you want to sell cars or you don't.
Yeah, found a Saab 9.5 though.
Ooh, where's that?
It's actually in Solihull, which is a bit of a detour. It's slightly north, so it is cheating a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's within budget, and it looks like that one could be the one. So
Nice.
Yeah.
I love Saabs. I've never had one. But...
It's a 952. Yeah, it should be all right. Yeah, I'll show you later on.
Yeah, perfect.
If I get it.
When you get it.
If I get it and it all works
I'll
out,
buy a
yeah.
ticket for the raffle.
The Geoff.
Yeah.
Very, very cool cars.
If any of these come up with a price, I'll let you know. Not that
I don't
not
think
that you're going to be in a situation probably to put them together, but
well, that's the thing. Like the amount of work that would be required, but it's just cool to see because you do often wonder where all those max power cars went.
yeah,
You know, there were so many of them. Everybody was doing this.
yeah.
I guess so many of them were done to such a low standard that they just ended up getting scrapped.
I think I had my most max power car that I had at the time was an XR2i with 17-inch alloys on it.
Nice.
It used to bounce down the road because the wheels were too big. It couldn't handle the power, and it used to just hop down the road.
Love it.
And my favourite was a Cavalier GSI that I had.
I've never had a Cavalier actually.
It was the best and worst car that I've ever had.
Yeah.
You know, it was a Vauxhall, massively unreliable.
But you're a Volvo man.
I am a Volvo man. My dad was a Volvo man, so I grew up in the back of Volvos.
Yeah.
You know, I've had cars identical to some that he's had,
Yeah.
which has been amazing. I love a 940, but the thing with the 940 is the one that I had,
Yeah.
it was amazing, and it was rear-wheel drive, but it didn't have the power. Not that you need that necessarily, but when you've got rear-wheel drive, you want to every now and then tweak the back end. It just didn't have the power to go with all the rest of it was perfect, manual. But the 850 is going to have enough power.
Yeah.
I know it's front wheel drive, but that don't bother me at all. I'm an old dad, so
Yeah.
you know, this is for carting my kids around and
Yeah.
putting my boy's bike on the roof and
Exactly.
just genuinely looking like a cool dad because I've got an 850.
When you wind them on, because they're 5-cylinder, they're just so fun.
Yeah.
So I think you'll enjoy it.
My
And it's a
V70
nice car.
Classic I had was the same engine.
Yeah.
Might have been a 10 valve, I can't remember, but it was an auto.
Yeah.
But the noise it made, it was like a Lamborghini going up the road. I used to love it, and my little boy used to love it as well. So this will be the same, but in a manual, and I just can't wait. I
Excellent.
cannot wait.
Enjoy.
It's a great car.
Off to the train. Okay, so here we are at Poole Station. What a thoroughly lovely human being David is. I love that my followers seem to just be like the nicest bunch. We had a good chat in the car, and I could quite happily have chatted to David all day long, a man quite similar to myself that has been through some challenges and is doing his best to deal with those challenges in the best way possible. I think we need more people like that. You need to connect with good people. Hunter S. Thompson once wrote the famous quote, "Good people buy good beer." I think good people buy good cars. I really do. So we are now we're at Poole train station, so sadly you're not seeing the sea today. We are going on a train to Southampton, and then from Southampton, while I'm on that train, I'm going to see if I can confirm this car that I've found, and then we're going to change the route very slightly. But as I said, my plan is to get home at exactly the same time I would have been home, except instead of being on a train, I'm hoping to be in a car. So that's the plan. And this is a very bizarre clear sky. I'll show you. Check this guy out. This is Bear. Hey Bear. What breed is he?
He's a fluffy Sharpei.
A fluffy Sharpei.
How old is he?
He's probably about 17 months, we think. He's a rescue.
He's gorgeous.
So we've only had him for 4 months.
Is he well behaved?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he looks it.
Yeah.
By anyone.
He's like the star of the train. Like everybody loves him.
I never understand that.
No.
What a lovely dog.
It's,
Right. Train?
yeah, he was found, he was left abandoned in a ditch, basically.
He was abandoned in a ditch. That's awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's struck gold now, I think.
Hey dog.
He's doing all right now.
Would he like to be touched? No, he doesn't like to be touched.
He's a bit wary of the head,
Is
that's
he?
all.
Oh, okay.
He's very
Boy.
friendly.
Well, sorry mate.
Just a bit nervy, that's all.
There you go. You just chill out. You're all right. You chill out. Have a good sniff. Probably smell my cats.
That's true, yeah.
Oh, lovely dog. now going, we've done Poole to Southampton, Southampton to Basingstoke, Basingstoke to Nuneaton, Nuneaton to Solihull. 4 trains. Right, I've got a bit of time between trains. Come and look at the state of this sausage sandwich I've just had. Just this country. Thanks. Pathetic. And there we are. That is the end of the train journey. Solihull, final destination. So now I've just got to wait for the chap. I think he said he'd come and pick me up at the station, and then we could jump in the car and drive home. Bang on time. That's the plan. Actually, trains all worked out pretty well. I hadn't booked a ticket to Solihull, and annoyingly there was a train conductor, so I did have to pay. But initially she wanted £45 to get from Oxford to Solihull. £45! In my Volvo, I could probably do best part of 400 miles on £45. I could drive to Scotland on £45. Anyway, she did me a deal basically, and she let me go from Oxford to Banbury for free, and was then able to, I think she liked me because I was polite and, you know, not abusive like I'd imagine a lot of people are when the ticket conductor comes around. Anyway, she said, I'll sell you the ticket. It was 25 quid to go from Banbury to Solihull, and then she said, oh, you'll need to scan this on the way out. There's no barriers anyway. So many trains, there's not a single station I've been to today. I could have done this whole journey for free were it not for that conductor. So I don't know, I'm not advocating for more barriers, I'm just saying that it's possible. Right, bit of time to kill now whilst we wait for the gentleman with the Saab to turn up. Here it is, look. Hey! That's a beauty! So there we go then, that is the end of the video. I am now going to drive back to my house in time to cook dinner for the kids. The question was, can you drive a car down to Dorset and then buy a car on the way home without getting the train? And I kind of cheated a little bit because I came to Solihull, but the car that I bought is flipping awesome. I'm going to put all this in another video because this video is already long enough, but this is my Saab 9.5 2-litre turbo. It's been noob tuned. It should be about 240, 250 horsepower, but we'll put it on a dyno and find out. It's an automatic, it's got a beige interior, and it is immaculate. And I made a new friend when I bought it, and I got to look at some supercars. So that was my day. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is a great car, you'll see it on the next video. Wow, serious bonus for the end of the video. Not only did I get all the way down to Poole to deliver a car and then jump on a train and change my route and buy a car on the way home, not only have I made it home in time to cook dinner, I've even made it home in time to pick the kids up from school. So that's what I'm gonna go do now. I'm gonna go pick the kids up from school and then I go home and cook dinner. Right, I'll tell you a little bit about the car because I've even got a few minutes to spare. Litre turbo with an automatic gearbox, and I tell you what, my gosh, does this car pull well. It really does. This is a fast car. I'm not going to tell you what I paid for it, but it was not a lot. It was 3 figures, but only just. Astonishing value car for the money, very comfortable, but I'm sad to say we are going to have to scrap it. Why are we going to have to scrap it? There's no heated seats. Shocking. Thanks for watching. Look, it's got a phone cradle and everything. Oh yeah, more on this car in the next video that'll be coming up probably tomorrow. Made it home with 30 miles to spare.